Hello everyone, hope all of you are doing good. This video is with respect to the English version of the video which has been made by Mohan sir with the title called Out of Our Total Revenue, Share from the Online Sales is Not Even 10%. You found this video with that title, which is made by Mohan sir in Telugu. So this video is going to be an English version of that. So to begin with, we as a masterminds will provide different kind of batches, like we have crash batches and regular batches also. The difference between crash batch and regular batch is probably would be the crash batch students are the repeated listeners, which means they have already been through the content or been through the syllabus and classes, whereas the regular batch students would be the first time listeners. And moreover, there is a significant deviation between the number of hours also with respect to crash batches and regular batches. Say for group 1, for crash batches, probably the entire syllabus might be taught in 400 to 450 hours, whereas for regular batches, it will be more than 830 to 850 hours. So this is the major difference between the crash and regular batches. In fact, for these two modes of ways of teachings that we do, our presence is there, physical and online also. Whereas we always request the students to come up for physical classes. It doesn't mean that we are not interested in online classes. Yes, we are exceptionally doing well even with respect to online classes also. And in fact, if any student wants to come into the online classes, we always welcome that. Hence, in fact, it creates benefit for we people. Whereas for physical classes, we have to go ahead with an extra cost of building rents, of paying so many taxes, of getting so many permissions, so putting a lot of efforts to conduct the classes physically, whereas no such things are there for online classes. Happily, we can record the classes and we can sell them through different platforms. So it is more convenient for we people to go with the online classes. But whereas we always insist to come up with the physical classes to the students, because the physical classes has its own charm undoubtedly.
Whereas in case of crash batch, it will be taught in between 452. మీకు ఎందుకు చాలా సంతోషం అంటే ఆన్లైన్ ఒక క్యాంప్. ఈ వీడియో నేను చేస్తుంది 6th June 2022. ఈ ఇమేజ్ అంటే అడ్మిన్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ మాస్టర్ మైండ్స్ అంకర్ది, కానీ ఇప్పుడు 80% థింగ్స్ లాస్ట్ వీక్. ఇది కాదా మ్యాజిక్ అంటే ఓన్లీ ఆన్లైన్ నడుపుతూ
Just to continue with, just to prove a point that yes, our institute is even shining with respect to online classes also. We are rapidly growing with respect to online classes also. I have a small statistical data with you people which has been shared by our Mohan sir. He will be having access towards all this data. So he has provided us this data. If you carefully observe this data, as you can see here, with respect to subscribers, as you can see here, the course subscribers have been, there is an increase in the course subscribers for 280% since in the last week. So you can understand, because it is not 10 or 20. Since the last week, the increase in the subscribers have been increased so drastically. So it's a very recent and new data that has been provided for you people. And you can check even with respect to the total earnings also. As you can see here, in the last week, the earnings have also been increased 519%. Let me remind you one thing. As I have said, this is with respect to only 10%. The revenue of the entire masterminds, 10% comes from the online sources. Now, these are the statistical reports that talks about only the 10%. Now imagine if full-fledgedly if we enter into the entire online classes, what miracles we can do. Of course, it all happened all thanks to the staff of masterminds and under the guidance of the directors. This could be possible. So the small statistical data is proving that if this is the percentage that we can get with respect to 10%, if this is the result, imagine if 100% if we get, what kind of result we can get. and moreover the kind of physical stress, the kind of resources, energy that has to be put for physical classes is far higher than online classes. Probably where our directors, as it has been stated in that reference of the video which has been made by Mohan sir, they always spend lot of time to make sure all the physical classes happens in a very systematic and effective way. Whereas in online, I don't think so that much of efforts are needed to conduct the online classes. So the small video is just to prove you that, or just to make sure that yes, even in online also we are providing with some magnificent results, and we are rapidly growing even with respect to online also, where yet we haven't been completely focused on online, where our focus is more on physical classes. Now we can imagine if we straight away enters and we focus 100% of our efforts on online classes, what miracles we can do with respect to this particular course. So hope this small information is going to be informative for you people. Thank you very much.